Hey guys, just a quick update. So lately, um, as you guys have noticed with most of my video postings, a lot of my attention and focus has kind of moved a little bit over to Age of Sigmar, which is not something I expected in the least bit. But I'm okay with it. I really am. I like it it's a change of pace more than anything. It's a different style of models. It's a different style of gameplay. Um, and hopefully it'll kind of keep me interested in wargaming for much longer time because it'll kind of give me something to work with. So, um, I've decided to no longer collect 1,000 points of each army. So currently I have roughly 800 now, probably close to 1,000 points of Space Marines, roughly 1,000 points of Tyranids. I have roughly like 600 to 800 points worth of Necrons, and probably 500 to 600 points worth of Orcs, and maybe 650 to 700 points of Astra Militarum. And honestly, I think that's going to be good for me. Obviously, I'm going to add on to those armies a little bit. Each one, especially like the Orcs and the Astra Militarum, and possibly even the Necrons. But outside of that, I don't think I'm ever really going to buy another 40k army. Dark Eldar really and Eldar really don't interest me in the least bit. Tau, there's just aesthetically they're very pleasing to me, but there's just something about just standing back and shooting and just rolling dice that just seems so boring to me. So really, they're not an army that I'll probably ever get into. The AdMech, I like them. I like the Doom Crawlers. I would probably love to buy one of those and either have someone professionally paint one for me or take a really long time and paint one myself. But as far as those guys, I'm really not into them. Not into Sisters of Battle or any of the little oddball armies. I'm really not into Space Wolves or anything like that. So I'll probably just stick with my Imperial Fists, my Tyranids, my Necrons because they're a gift from my girlfriend and I treasure them. And Orcs in the Astra Militarum. And more than anything, the Orcs and Astra Militarum might be super small armies. I really don't plan on adding a whole lot more extra onto those guys. I would like, for the Astra Militarum, I would like the Mortar. I can't remember what they're called. I am exhausted. I just got off of work, so but it's the Mortar tank that they have. I'd like a couple of those, probably 3 because they get the shred and pinning with that, and then maybe like one more Lehman Russ. So tops for those guys, I'm gonna have to spend $100, and that's if I buy it. Well, yeah, that's if I buy it on eBay. Wyverns, I think is what those are called. But and then Orcs. Orcs have quite a ways to go. I have a War Boss, 2 squads of Ludas, and 40 boys. So I mean, I'm not too terribly off, but I could use some variation. Either some tank bustas or some killicans or something with a little bit more firepower that'll kind of help me out. That or some knobs or something like that. But we'll see. Way in the future for now. I'll just be happy with playing my Space Marines and Tyranids and Necrons because they're the only ones that I have finished painted. Obviously, you guys have kind of kept up with my Orcs, but and I'm starting to work on my Astra Militarum, but we'll see where it goes. This next couple of years are going to be pretty intense as far as school goes, so my YouTube channel is going to be relatively limited. It'll be more of a maybe once a week. I'll do something simple. I'll sit down and have a quick chat with you guys like this or something like that and kind of keep things moving along. Maybe do a review of something whenever it comes out or whatever. But so that takes care of that. Um, but since I won't be getting into any more armies like that, um, I'd like to get into Skaven, and honestly, they're the only Age of Sigmar army that really calls my name. Um, I'm not into any of the elves, even though they're relatively decent as far as I can tell by all the research that I've done. Um, I'm not into the humans. I'm not into Bretonia or the Empire, especially not the Empire. There is something that is just god awful ugly about them that I do not like. Um, Dwarves are okay, but I just can't ever see myself playing them. Um, Maybe some vampire counts. I don't know. I've always, as far as um, Age of Sigmar goes, I've always liked the skeleton horde. So maybe do a really, really, really small, like 50 wound army of a skeleton horde army or something like that on the side, just for kicks and giggles. Just because I like the look of them more than anything. It'd be more so just having them to be able to shelve them and say, I have these and I've collected them. So that's more so what I'm worried about for those guys. The Skaven, though, are something that I actually want to invest time into eventually. They're not the best army. Their bravery sucks, but whatever. They're a neat look. They're a cool looking army, especially with like the glowing warp stone on some of their stuff and some of the effects. And some of their characters are really animated, whereas some of the other characters are not at all. I think that the Skaven are very creative, and whoever their art designer was did a really good job. So, anyways, I thought I'd just let you guys know that I'm no longer investing. I'm not doing any more. I'm never gonna probably ever do Tau. Never gonna do Eldar or Dark Eldar or any of like the small armies. I am selling my Tau starting today. It actually just started like 20 minutes ago. They'll be up for like the next roughly 5 days. If they don't sell, I'll relist them one more time to see if they'll sell. How can I tell you guys how to find it? Look up my Twitter, Sit Paint and Play, or Wargamer SPP. There's a link for that. Or also, if you have a Facebook, there, Sit Paint and Play at facebook.com. I posted links to my eBay account, and I'll also post a link down below for you guys to click on if you'd rather just do that. And you guys can check those out. So hopefully I'll get that up and running for you guys as soon as possible. So, yeah. Anyways, have a wonderful weekend, guys. I'll post some more videos later whenever I have time.